today, I feel that I apologize to our fathers like Dapadrie, like Medford Okilo, that they were not wrong in forming an alliance with the North. And as young men, we will now start that same alliance now. As I am today, from today, I will walk and form alliance with the North and to crush all of the opposition. Because those who hate us, whatever we do for them does not mean anything to them. Whatever job people do to them does not mean anything to them. We go all over Ijoland. We will take this message that it's only the Northerners that can work with the job people. We cannot work with the Yoruba people. They are betrayers to us.
Hell is about to break loose. Hell is about to break loose. Or is this one of those shenanigans? Well, let us find out. You heard from the man who is known and is even known by the president. I'm talking about the man that you spoke to, the man that has been spoken to, the man that will speak to you. Yes, you know who he is. Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo. There is a big issue on ground. What will Bola Ahmed Tinubu do to Asari Dokubo or whoever it is? Will Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply close his eyes whilst Tompolo, Mr. Well, is this an ethnic issue, tribal issue, political issue, or dominance? Is it about money in the pocket? Let us find out. Like I said, hell is about to break loose.
Alhaji, so let's talk about some of the rhetorics we're seeing. And I know that you had released this, the palace had released a statement as to the fact that this, if I read that statement correctly, that this is almost provocative, given some of the things that the minister had said in his media parley. And the reason I'm asking this is because rhetorics have a way of inflaming the politic and the politics itself. So I would like you to speak to some of the things that has been played out right here. And because the issues around, the FCT minister has said, they just, quote and unquote, using my own words now, cannot hold the country to ransom because of threatening to blow up pipelines and all of those things. So I would like you to respond to some of those things he said, as well as what options is on the table right now from where you sit as far as this issue is concerned?
I don't listen to that trainer. I know him. He was my junior in the university. I know that trainer. I don't listen to him. Most times it's under the influence of substance and all that. So I really don't listen to him.
Alhaji, that's the FCT minister we're talking about here, sir.
Yes, I know him very well. He knows me too. He knows me very well. So most times I've not listened to, I only hear from people. So I hardly comment on what he said because he has never been reasonable. And I feel sad that the political system threw up characters like this and they become colossus and big, mighty giants. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that whatever he says about the job people, it's okay for us. Because some job people were with him, celebrating him after he has said all that. I did not hear it because I'm not listening. And some people have said it before me, but I'm not concerned. The important thing is this. Ijaw people, quick Platata Solo said it. Ijaw people owns the land that these resources are there. And if Ijaw people are threatened, they have the right to defend themselves. We have the right to defend ourselves. We have the right to defend our interests. So whatever anybody says, that is the business of that person. The judges will defend their right. They will defend their interests. The judges must protect their life so that they will survive. Our forefathers handed this legacy to us, and we're going to hand over this same legacy to our own children. It is not Nyeso Wike who will tell the job people how we are going to behave, what we are going to do. It's not Nyeso Wike. He not qualify at all to tell us. So if pipeline pass in our place and somebody threatens us and take our livelihood from us, and we decide that this pipeline, we don't want it on our land, Nyeso Wike cannot stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nobody. You are saying it openly. I am saying it. Nobody can stop the job people from doing what we want to do. They never born that person.
But he also said that the protection of the pipeline, the project or the contract itself, was given to an Niger person. So is that going to be a conflict of interest if he or his company is trying to protect the pipeline and the same people are trying to destroy the pipeline?
We have not, we just, when he just takes a decision, then whoever is given anything to do anything, fall in line. I don't think an Niger man will stand in opposition to the collective interest and survival of Niger.
So has a decision been made? Has a decision been given to this pipeline?
I am not, today, I was former president of the Niger Nation as president of the Niger Youth Council. That was about 25 years ago. I am not the president of INC. I am not the president of the Niger Youth Council. I am not the president or chairman of the Niger Council of Traditional Rulers and Leaders of Thought. They are their chairman. When they call us and we meet, we have not met. A decision has not been taken. But it's very dangerous. It's very difficult. Look, I know Niger people. Niger people are the easiest people to mobilize. That's why you are seeing it's just a tip of the iceberg. You are seeing it just demonstrating in Abuja, demonstrating in Warri, demonstrating in Yenegua, demonstrating in Port Harcourt, demonstrating at Abalama, and everywhere. It just are rising up. The flame is sparking, and it is better. And some of the job people, because of the anger, I have heard so many job people, the anger, women going topless because they are so angry with what they said in statement he has made, which I have not heard directly, and I'm not interested in hearing it. So even before we take decision, some job people can decide to act on their own. And that's the most dangerous. That's the most dangerous. That some job people, they know the fury of the job people and they want to test it. I wish them the best of luck. I pray that this fury does not come.
Alaji, at the end of the day, we're trying to find a pathway. But let's talk about some of the things that people have been, more like the nuances around. Some people have been saying that the end game is to impeach the governor, and all is being done to that effect. I would like your reaction to that.
My dear brother, make them try now. They have the power, they have the number. Make them try. Make them try. See, this is how it started in the former Western region, Operation Wike. This is how it started in the Western region, little by little. And as somebody who is close to President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who has so much love for President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I've been crying out. I've been crying out on top of my 6-story building, calling on Ahmed Bola Tinubu that this Christ face, this Goliath you have created in Rivers State, the same way that Goliath fell in other realms, this Goliath will be brought down by the people of Rivers State. And if the Goliath is brought down, the consequences of it will be far-reaching. And that's why I am calling on President Bola Tinubu. The ball is in his court. The matter is unstable, and it's a matter of ultimate urgency that he, at President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, my friend before, should be able to handle this matter and resolve it, and let there be no victor, no vanquished.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now it seems River State is going to explode or implode. Something is going to give, something is going to happen, unless those that are contending with each other will give way. Now, it is often a practice amongst politicians to become godfathers. Wike wants to be a godfather. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is said to be a godfather, and many other people. But somehow it seems Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been successful in this godfatherism. Wike also wants to toe the path of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But not everybody carries the grace, and not everybody has the ability, and not everybody can withstand. Not everybody is destined to have loyalists, and not everybody has a tool to unalive people, because maybe others are also strong. Now, Fubara is said to be one of those that Wike brought in the hope that there's going to be a sharing formula. Same as it has been said about Lagos State. There is a sharing formula. They call it blueprint. But ever since Mr. Fubara got in there, it seems he looked at it and he said, Mr., this blueprint of a thing is not going to work. Now, Fubara is from this tribe, or let us say ethnic group, or let us even call it a tribe. He's Ijaw. You find Ijaw in riverine areas. Wherever there is water, you find Ijaw people. So it means you find Ijaw people in Ondo State, and they speak the language there. They don't. It's not like Ijaw people have one common language. Like, this is Ijaw language. Maybe they lost that language when they started moving from one place to the other. And it could be that Ijaw North, Ijaw South, Ijaw East. But that's not what I want to talk. I don't want to discuss about their ethno or their linguistic. No, that's not the point. The point is this. There is Ijaw everywhere where water is found. So you find Ijaw in several parts. Now, Wike is Ikwere, is not Ijaw. This brings us the man who is known to roar, let me put it that way, whenever politics. He knows how to make money from politics, but it seems somehow he has been sidelined. Ever since Bola Ahmed Tinubu got him, he was hoping that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will put him on a pedestal. That is Mr. He knows how to make noise, and he said he's ready to go all the way. He said it's time for alliance with the North, and I'm kind of wondering what kind of alliance is that. I'm talking of Asari Dokubo. What kind of alliance will the North, like, we are going to support someone from the North to take over? Like, I'm looking at it. Is there any North trying to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the next election, 2027? Like, is there something like that? Or it is still the same Mr. Peter Obi? What exactly is he saying? We are going to ally. We are going to ally. I think it's just an empty. And there's something about this politics of a thing that we need to be careful about. Is there screaming and shouting does not mean that he's into what he's into. These guys, they know how to play the double-edged sword, and they know how to play this mirror. He might have been called upon earlier and like, you know what? Listen, you'll be getting your thing. We're not going to give you contract publicly or anything. You'll be getting your thing. And he said, okay, let me be calm. You'll be getting your thing. But when it gets to 2020 something, you'll be giving this and that. But for now, don't engage. It could be. And it could also be that being that he has been sidelined, he now felt like, I think it's time for me to avail myself. So he had met with another warlord. All of these guys came out of necessity. Back in those days, a lot of things were happening in their region. And what I've come to find out in life is this. Most people will fight for their own space. It's not as if they will say we are fighting for our people. But the thing is that they are fighting for themselves. Maybe to an extent, things get a little bit better for their people. But majorly, they face they face the sword, they face the risk, and the benefit that comes from it, they keep it to themselves. So he met with one of the warlords. I think his name is Tompolo or something like that. is it Tompolo? Well, he met with one of the warlord, and they sat down to talk about this Fubura's trials or travail. Fubura has been suspended, and not just Fubura. The State House of Assembly has been they've also sat them down. Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, because oil well and pipelines have been attacked, I am going to stop you from active service. State House of Assembly members told to sit back, like chill. And also the deputy of Fubura also told to relax. Like, you guys, you cannot handle this anymore. You did not call on the president according to the constitution when cases that has to do with the national government, the federal government, anything that would stop the flow of our, peace and tranquility, you must request. So for you not to request, it means you are behind this. There are a lot of things that they said that Fubura did and he should not do, and what he should do that he didn't do, and a lot of, we've heard so many things that and they claim that Fubura did. But the thing is, Fubura does not appear to be aggressive or someone. And also, this also happened in Lagos State. Back then, Fashola also had his own with the then governor and now president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was also told about the sharing formula, and he was also not like these guys don't know these things anyway. But when they get in there, they are like, it's not too hard. I know you sponsored me in there, but let me handle this thing too. And no, you have to follow the rule. So am I just like, and at the end of the day, they get to realize that the man like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his own era, he had the control of certain people. Probably they are united with him based on certain other things. Of course, he has created niches all over. That's why he was able to hold Lagos on its jugular. Now, can Wike do the same in Rivers State? Wike, as the heirs of the president, being that he helped the president, according to what we heard, to kind of sway vote and to do certain things. And Wike, according to the president, is doing a good job as the president and governor and minister and whatever in the Federal Capital Territory. So Wike is gallivanting and is always making Mr. Fubura realize that I am powerful. I'm a minister in the Federal Capital and I have security that can pressure and block and cause you headache. Fubura has been doing his thing like behind the scene. There was a time that Wike and Fubura had this fist off, and we heard Wike didn't hide it. He said, how can it be? I'm the one that brought him. And this is why we need to focus and begin to trash out this godfatherism, where certain groups of people or a person who is a criminal, a looter, will now bring somebody in and expect the person to pay dowry, pay tax, pay offering, pay tithe, sow seed, and they have a formula to it. You cannot deviate from it. It is serious. It is very serious. So, as at 19th March 2025, the Rivers State House of Assembly endorsed President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in the state. So, this is serious. According to Ama Ewule, he said, we assure our constituents that we will abide by this declaration, even though it is not what we prayed for. Mr. President has acted in the best interest of the country. The speaker blamed Governor Fubura for the crisis in Rivers State, accusing him of ignoring court judgment and failing to govern in line with the constitution. The condition of our dear River State today is mainly because of the malfeasance of the governor who serially disobeyed court judgment and obstructed the River State House of Assembly. Now, when you have issues with your House of Assembly, you know the way government in Nigeria is kind of, well, anyway, it is what it is. He has asked residents to remain calm and cooperate with the sole administrator appointed by the president to oversee. A military man has been asked to take over, and that Fubura, if you do anything, if you do anyhow, like you go collect, you will be dealt with. And Fubura has been suspended, his deputy Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the state out of assembly. They have been suspended for 6 months. He said the decision was taken to restore stability in the state that has been witnessing political turmoil as a result of the disagreement between the state governor and the state lawmakers. Question is this: is it true? Is it really? Or Wike is passing through the state lawmakers? Is that what it is or not? Now, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Ibokete Ibas is an administrator for Rivers State as we speak. It is what it is anyway. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards what's happening in Rivers State. It seems it's an ethnic or tribal issue now. People are not comfortable with it. Those who are pro-Fubura based on being from the same tribe, or people who feel that Wike is over, hold on Rivers State is overwhelming, and this talk about who is minority. How can this be minority? We are hearing all of this from Wike. He's also saying that Ijaw people are minority, that Ijaw people are minority in Cross River, Ijaw people are minority in Akwa Ibom, and people are like, are there Ijaw people there? Ijaw people are minority. And some have said that Bayelsa is the headquarters of Ijaw people. The thing about ethnic group or even tribe in Nigeria is a big issue. It's a big issue. And when it comes to that, that's what you begin to hear about tribe. The thing is that the lackadaisical attitude and also the disobedience to rule of law and this godfatherism, it is cancerous. It's a big, huge problem in our society. We cannot allow this kind to continue. It is counterproductive. It is not healthy. It is wickedness. It is evil. It is evil. It is bad. The law should be above all, and that law should be feared and respected by everyone. But in a case where this is not so, well, this is what you expect.